Hey there, CG Math students. Welcome to Homework 4.4, Parts of an Expression. You watch the video, you can check off. Calculators are okay, but they're not necessarily going to help you. This is due tomorrow, even if going on the field trip, I'll collect it from people in morning meetings. So, directions say identify the variable terms, constant terms, and coefficients for expressions. So in number 1, I identified the variable terms, making sure that not only do I have 7k, I should have gone through and said, hey, plus negative, so I could say negative 8k, and then I said there are no constant terms, and I said the coefficients were 7 and negative 8. Let's try number 3. So our variable terms are 5y, 2y, and I should go through and make sure I say plus and negative here, and y. Our constant term is just negative 7. That's the only term in this expression without a variable attached to it. And our coefficients, the numbers attached to variables, are 5, 2, and there's one more. Remember, when there's a variable without a coefficient, it has a coefficient of 1 or negative 1. It's a positive y here, so it's a positive 1. Number 5, go through first, make sure that you keep change everything. And now, having done that, let's go ahead and write down our variable terms. So we have 3a, we have negative 2b, we have negative b, we have 10a. Our only constant term is negative 16, making sure that we include signs with our terms, whether they're positive or negative. And then our coefficients, again, making sure that we include signs, are 3, negative 2, because a negative 2 was attached to b, negative 1, again, variable by itself, it's got an invisible coefficient of 1 or negative 1. Since this is a negative b, it's a negative 1. And positive 10, 10 being attached to a. All right, for 7 through 10 here, we're going to use the word bank over here to describe this expression. So the number 3 is the term, coefficient, constant, or variable. It is the coefficient, right? The number attached to a variable in an expression is a coefficient. The x is obviously the variable. And 3x and 14 in this expression are what we call terms. So this is a two-term expression. 1, 2. Right. It says, the next part says, write the phrase as an expression. This is kind of going back to what we worked on Friday last week, writing algebraic expressions. So we are looking for operator words, variables, and numbers. So the total, there's our operator word, plus number c, there's our variable c, squared, it's another operator word, and 3. So we just have a number. So the total of a number c squared and 3. So we're going to say, hey, our variable c squared plus 3, right? That's our number squared. We take the total of that and 3, and that's how we get c squared plus 3 as our algebraic expression. Number 13, 10 taken from a number y. So we've got a number in 10. We've got taken from as an operator word. That means subtraction. And a number y, that's our variable. Now, this looks like 10 minus y, but remember, less than subtracted from, taken from, we're going to rework the order of this. So it's not going to be 10 minus y, but y minus 10. Okay? Making sure we flip the order. In fact, I would write a little asterisk there, flip the order, because of that key phrase, taken from. Number 15, 7 fewer than a number k. Again, so we've got our number 7, we've got our operator fewer than, and we've got our variable k, right? Again, this looks like 7 minus k, right? But less than, subtracted from, taken from, fewer than. Those words from and then are things that are going to make us flip the order. So we're actually going to have k minus 7 as our algebraic expression. Again, flip the order because of the key phrase fewer than. Right? Lastly, number 17, it says write the expression as a phrase. So you've got 4w, you want to write a sentence here that would describe 4w. On the back side, I'm only going to do a couple since I've already done some for you. Basically, you've got these algebraic phrases. You go through them just like you did on the front, and then your answer is going to be for this group in one of these here, or for this group in the bottom half answer choices, so that you can't come up with anything that's not there. So I'll do one or two real quick for you. So it says, let's do E. It says 9 less than. Remember, that's an operator word, subtraction. Twice is also an operation word of times 2, a number, right? And remember, less than means we're going to flip the order of that, right? So we're going to have something like 2n, because that's twice a number, minus 9. And up, there we go, 2n minus 9 is 8. I've used that. I'm not going to use that again. Just like 3n plus 8 was the first one I used for 8 more than 3 times the number. I checked that off. I'm not going to use it again. So again, the only possible answer, you're not going to use all of these, but the only possible answers are down at the bottom there. Let's go to the next one. Zoe's age in 9 years. I just said A plus 9, and then I crossed it off in the bottom here. So Zoe's age 4 years ago. So again, her age is our variable. 4 years ago would be subtraction, and we're talking with 4, right? So we've got A minus 4 is our expression for that. That's 25, so I crossed it off. I'll do one more. Last one, 4 years less than 9 times Zoe's age. So 4 years less than, so 4 is a number. Less than is an operator word. Remember, it's that funky one where we have to flip it. 9 is another number. Times is an operator. Zoe's age is a variable. So we're looking at something like 9a minus 4, right? 9 times, Zoe's age, less than 4, so less 4. So 9a minus 4 was 14, so I used that one. All right, that's it. Please call me if you have questions. Please show your work like I'm showing it. Don't just write answers. You won't get your 2 points for showing work, and then the most you can get is an 80 on that homework. So do your best to try and get as many points as possible.